I was driving back from Saquon from Singing Hills. I was out at SDFC training a little bit earlier today. And full disclosure, I was listening to a podcast. I was not listening to the game itself. I do have one of those what do you call those things? Like a phone stand in my car?
Yeah, phone holder, whatever.
So, I do put my phone there, and I did go onto the ESPN app. So I was following the game cast of the Padres game while I was listening to a really good podcast about social media. But I didn't want to turn it off because I wasn't sure when I'd get back to it. And I'm behind on podcasts. So anyway, nothing against Jesse and Tony, or whoever's in that booth today. I don't know. But I did want to continue listening. And I was following. And I see it's Randy Vasquez. And I see it's 1-0 Mets. And then it's 1-1. And then it's second and third, and there's nobody out, and Juan Soto's at the plate, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, this feels like a big moment. And Soto grounds out, and now it's 2-1, and there's a runner on third, and I missed what happened, but then the runner gets to first, and out goes Randy Vasquez. Out of the game. Wandy Peralta comes, and again, keep in mind, I'm just watching this, this AI bot that provides the updates on the ESPN app on my phone while I'm on the 54. So, And he gives up a three-run homer by the time I pull it in my garage, and it's 5-1. Wandy Peralta gives up a 3-run homer. Do I have the chronology right?
Correct. Yes.
So and Schill, I'm sure, is going to be incredibly defensive if this holds up and the Mets win the game and the Mets take 2 out of 3. Also, he is going on Ben and Woods tomorrow. Good luck to Steven and Ben. Who knows what kind of Mike Schilt are going to be getting on a Friday, again, if this holds up. But if I'm Randy Vasquez, John, I will just say this quickly. I would really be thinking deep down, I wish I had gotten traded at the trade deadline. I wish I was headed somewhere where I could have been given opportunities to pitch like some of my former teammates are being given opportunities. I wish that was me. Instead of being in this situation where 2 days ago, I saw them completely raise the white flag on a baseball game, leaving Michael King out there. We can discuss the merits of that if you want. And then completely contradict themselves 2 days later. And I am the sacrificial lamb in this because I am the one who is getting yanked out of this game after 40-something pitches when I've given up 2 runs against the Mets. Now, again, I wasn't watching. Maybe he's all over the place. I don't have the box score. I don't know if he was walking people. But this has been going on all season. And honestly, if I were Randy Vasquez, I would just be thinking, 2 days ago, we didn't mind. We understand you got to lengthen Michael King out. But today, what am I doing here? Why am I still here? I bet your life is better someplace else because this organization and this manager seemingly has absolutely no belief in me whatsoever. And this place, this isn't for me. This just isn't the place for me. I don't know how he cannot be thinking that at this point.
1 walk. He had 1 walk. To 3 strikeouts, by the way, which is a fantastic ratio for Randy Vasquez. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this, 2 months ago before they even traded for some additional pitching and before King came back and before Nestor Cortez was a part of this team. They don't trust Randy Vasquez to face the lineup a third time. And there's nothing statistically that says he gets exploded when he faces the lineup a third time. It's just like, it's coming, and it's like Schilt is a machine that's like, if lineup turning over a third time, get him the hell out of there. But, and that always means pulling him at 45, 48 pitches today. But yeah, you asked me after the Michael King thing, like if I was Mike Schilt, would I have tried to win the game? Or would I have just let King stay out there and stretch out knowing he's going to get bombed and you're going to lose the game? And I said I would have pulled him. I would have tried to win the game. I would have maybe given him 1 batter in the second inning and been like, okay, that's enough. We can't make this non-competitive. And Schilt, this is from the AC thing. Quote from Mike Schilt, felt like a playoff game. And then AC says, said Mike Schilt, who pulled his best starting pitcher in the 5th inning and gave a 3-run lead to his rested bullpen. The only way this Randy Vasquez thing makes sense, there's 2 ways. One, Mike Schilt has been told if Randy Vasquez ever faced the lineup a third time, you're fired, which I don't think is the case. Or 2, he's viewing this like a playoff game, and he's like, oh, we can't let this get out of control. We got to bring in someone that gives us a better chance than Randy Vasquez in this position. And he could have called on Mason Miller. He could have called on one of his, Jeremiah Estrada, one of his guys, been like, hey, I needed a fireman to come in, put out the fire. he brought in Wandy Peralta. And you are always very quick to say Wandy Peralta's having a pretty good year. Wandy Peralta is having a pretty good year. But you know when Mike Schilt puts Wandy Peralta in games most often? When it's a non-competitive game. Like, he doesn't put Wandy Peralta in a 7th inning of a close game, an 8th inning of a close game. It never happens. He's shown us what he thinks of Wandy Peralta. And so Wandy's essentially like the long reliever on the team, like the mop-up guy. And so, yeah, to bring him in, it's just, it's backfiring. If Wandy Peralta came in and struck out the next guy instead of giving up a home run, maybe we wouldn't be bitching about this. But I don't know. I don't know how you square those two things. Like you said, I don't know how you go like, hey, we got to stretch out Michael King, and then you go like, we got to get Randy out of there. This is a playoff game. Like, how's it going to be managing against the White Sox? Is every one of those going to be a playoff atmosphere where it's like, oh, this pitcher got through the lineup 2 times, and we know it's the 4th inning, but we can't give him any advantages. Got to get him out of there. Like, what are they doing with Dylan Cease tomorrow? Is it Dylan Cease tomorrow? I don't know, but Mike Schilt has been a little inconsistent lately. Put it that way.
I mean, I think that's all well said again, and who knows what's going to happen in this game. But I'm with you, and I think you and I are crystal clear on the importance of Michael King compared to Randy Vasquez.
Oh, absolutely.
But it is mixed messaging when you're saying, well, we're just going to punt on this game. We're getting clobbered in this game. But it's more important for us to do this. And then a couple of days later, you're out there yanking guys in the 3rd inning when it's 2-1. It's 2-1 and you've at least induced a ground ball to Juan Soto. By the way, how great was the theater of Juan Soto versus Mason Miller? That's
great.
I was doing the SDFC show, and we were in a taped interview, and I'm glad we were because I was really into that at bat. There was so much drama there. I would pay to watch those two. One of the league's best hitters against one of the league's best flamethrowers. That was fantastic. But I would be like, is this just the way it's going to go now for Michael King starts? If he doesn't have success in the 1st or 2nd, well, oh well. I get we'll just have to bite hard and deal with it. We'll just have to bite down hard, and we're just going to have to deal with it. I guess, I guess that is kind of what the messaging is here. But you can't go from, well, listen, there are other things more important than the result of this game to it was a playoff game in the span of 24 hours. I don't know how you take people on that kind of roller coaster ride.